Disney World can get really expensive.
Some of those expensive things are super cool, while others are obviously overpriced.
So what is really worth the splurge?
Hi!
Hi, Chewie. How are you?
Yeah, that's our friends. Today we are heading to Disney's Hollywood Studios to check out one of the most unique and most expensive experiences in Disney World, building your own custom lightsaber in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
And we're going to show you even wilder experiences along the way.
These are some of the priciest and weirdest experiences in Disney World.
So you can decide what should and should not be a part of your next trip.
Let's go. Our first stop today is Droid Depot. Now this is a very cool shop in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge where you can assemble a custom astromech droid unit, choosing between either a BB series like BB-8 or an R series like R2-D2. These are remote controlled droids. They're $119.99 per droid unit, and you can customize them a lot of ways. They've got various personality affiliation chips and other accessories that are available for an additional charge. As you can see, it's super busy in here, so advanced reservations for Droid Depot are certainly highly recommended. You can check those out on the Disney website, check it out in My Disney Experience app. The droids do use Bluetooth technology to interact with other droids and things around Batuu, which is very, very cool, and makes the purchase feel a little more worth it. I think we're good. Just stand really still. They can't see you if you don't move. They're gone. You're good. That's Droid Depot. It's basically Build-A-Bear, but for droids.
Yes, it's neat. You get to, design your own things. It's really special for kiddos, I think.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Build-A-Bear aspect kind of that.
Yeah, I think if I were a little kid, I would love to build a droid.
Yeah.
I am never going to buy my own droid because I don't need a little robot droid in my home.
I would, so that way my dog could chase it.
I think definitely for kids, I would love to get this experience as a Christmas gift. When I was 10, I would have gone wild for it. So, but it's definitely give or take on this one, I think. All of the expensive experiences aren't in Hollywood Studios.
There are, they're kind of scattered throughout Disney World.
Yeah, maybe we should
check them out.
Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Am I about to feel childhood nostalgia?
I think you're about to feel childhood nostalgia.
For our experience that we're going to talk a little bit about here in Magic Kingdom, it's Bibbidi Bobbi Boutique. Here at the boutique, children can be transformed into princesses and knights for the experience, and your fairy godmother apprentices do your hair, makeup, nails, and then they add accessories. The experience is about 30 minutes to an hour, and anyone ages 3 to 12 can participate, but you have to have somebody over 18 with you. There are 5 different packages that you can do here at Bibbidi Bobbi, and they all start at $69.96 and then go up from there up to the Deluxe Castle package, which is $229.95. Packages are subject to change, and advanced reservations are highly recommended for this one.
Now we are headed down Main Street, USA to talk about another more expensive souvenir. Everything we've talked about today are things that are experiential souvenirs, except for this one. All of these are wildly expensive. This doesn't even come with much of an experience to it. Now there are, of course, more expensive experiences in Disney World, and if you want to learn more about those, we can certainly do a video about really, really super expensive, sometimes thousands of dollars experiences if you'd like to learn more about those. Today we're really just talking about the stuff that you can take home, like the dresses from Bibbidi Bobbi Boutique that you get to keep, your lightsabers, of course, your droids, and now a giant castle made of crystal. We are on Main Street, USA now to head into Uptown Jewelers and Erebus Bros Bristol. Now these stores have some of the more expensive things that you can take home from Magic Kingdom. We're gonna check them out. They might blow your mind. All 4 Disney World parks have a store that is more designer geared, and in these stores you can find collections from designer partnerships that work with Disney, like Coach, Dooney and Burke. You can sometimes find special Dooney and Burke magic bands. The Dress Shop, which is Disney's more fancy dress brand. Loungeflies are often in these areas, and sometimes there are even more limited designer experiences available too. Watches and jewelry can also usually be found in these stores. These are mildly expensive, $150, $200 for different pieces of jewelry. Very pretty items. These are great gifts I've found for Disney lovers. These stores are typically where you'll find designer ears as well. For instance, there's this pair, which is relatively new at the time of filming, just $45, so more expensive than a pair of ears typically would be, but not anything too wild. Now, wild has happened and will happen with those designer ears. The 50th anniversary has had some pretty fancy collections, like this Lux logo collection. which as you can see, these are relatively pretty ears, and they're certainly more expensive. They've even had ears that cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and they had one ear hat that cost $1,000. It's not currently on sale. It did sell out, it would appear, but $1,000 super sparkly Lux logo ear collection. Look at this Black Panther jewelry. Oh, wow. And for other wildly expensive souvenirs, you can step next door to Crystal Arts, which is an Erebus Bros store, where there are lots of beautiful, beautiful crystal creations, including this beautiful glass-blown castle. I don't believe this one's for sale, but there are some others. This super sparkly crystal Cinderella castle, for instance, is a whopping $49,500, and that's not even the most expensive thing in this store. This is the most expensive thing in this store. And how much this costs? $250,000 for the Crystal Castle. One of the most expensive souvenirs in all of Disney World. Can you imagine taking this home? That would be wild. That's so much money that it's hard to comprehend. Even if you don't plan on buying a $250,000 Crystal Castle, I do recommend stepping into Erebus Bros to check out some of the figurines. They have tiaras, and in the back, a lot of times they will have glass blowers working on glass blown creations. Here in the back at this, like, is it called a forge? I don't know. But he's here today. The forge is hot. He's chatting right now, so I'm not sure we'll catch any cool glass blowing, but it's very neat. I want a tiara so bad. Oh my gosh, would it be weird if I just wore tiaras in videos? Now you don't have to be in Magic Kingdom to check out some of the wares at a Crystal Arts shop. They do have an Erebus Bros shop in Disney Springs as well. So that's another location you can stop by to see some of the more high-end gifts. But good news, we do have someone working on one of the little glass figurines up here. You know, Emma, I think there are some expensive things in Animal Kingdom too.
I heard there are too.
Yeah, I heard there's a really bizarre one.
A bizarre one?
Yeah. Breedlove can tell us about it. Breedlove?
Hi everybody, it's Breedlove reporting live from Pandora, here to tell you all about the Ace Avatar Maker. This is an experience that's exclusive to Win Traders in Pandora, in Disney's Animal Kingdom. For $80, a cast member will scan your face and create a custom avatar action figure in your likeness. You get to choose the eye color, the hair color, the face markings, and the body type, and then they'll send you away for a period of time. Mine was 45 minutes. They said that's on the lower end of the return times for your custom action figure to be created, but when I returned, they brought me over to this really cool machine, and out came my custom avatar action figure. And I would say that the likeness is uncanny. What do you think? If you think this is a really cool souvenir that you'd like to take home, come on over to Win Traders. This experience has been unavailable for the last couple of years, so it's really cool. It's back, and I recommend it. I love my action figure, so give it a try. Now back over to you, Emma and Quincy in Hollywood Studios. Are you hungry? Why don't we get the plant-based empanadas at Custafiri, yeah? Sound good? All right, Sivako, let's do it.
Today we are in Galaxy's Edge going to Savi's Lightsaber Workshop. I am really excited. This is where you get to hand build lightsabers here at Disney World. Reservations are required for this experience, and in the experience, gatherers will usher you into a covert workshop packed with unusual parts, whimsical pieces, and miscellaneous memorabilia that they've collected throughout the galaxy. While you're building your lightsaber, you even get to choose your own color of kyber crystals. You get to choose between red, blue, green, or violet, and it kind of brings your lightsaber to life. Guests can then choose between 4 different hilt themes: peace and justice, power and control, elemental nature, and protection and defense. After that, guests get to customize their lightsaber. It's a really cool experience. It's about 25 minutes long, and it's going to be $249.99 per lightsaber. It is limited to 1 guest and 1 builder, and the guest does not get to participate, just the builder. It's recommended for ages 5 and up, and somebody in the party does need to be at least 14 years old.
Now before we head to Savi's, we had to stop in here at Tatooine Traders, which is by the exit to Star Tours, which is where you can build your own lightsaber. And it's very similar to Savi's, except the lightsabers are plastic, but it's pretty much just as customizable with all the different hilt pieces and everything. You get to choose your blade, and it's only $29.99 for a single lightsaber, $44.99 for a double, which you can't even do at Savi's. So if you've got a kiddo who just really wants to build their own lightsaber, come to a $30 experience that's a little less immersive, instead of going to what is very cool, what we're about to do, but maybe a little expensive for just a souvenir for a kiddo, a Star Wars loving kiddo, when you could come here.
I'm the Star Wars loving kiddo who's going to do the $30 just on my own time, not now.
So when you arrive at Savi's, you do check in, give them your last name, and you tell them what kind of hilt you want to make. There are 4 different options: power and control, peace and justice, elemental nature, and protection and defense. And you get this little, you can scan a QR code and see this. They also have handouts that they'll show you that show you the different types, and you pick them, you tell them what you want to get. Then when you check in, they go ahead and give you this little card, which is your ticket into the experience. And the builder, because only one person is going to build in the experience, 2 people can go in, 1 person to build and 1 person to watch and hang out, gets to wear this pin above their heart so they know that that's the builder. All right, we're going into Savis Lightsaber Workshop, aka it's just a scrap metal warehouse. Mind your business, first order.
Say anything, okay?
I've never done this. Emma has never done this. It's kind of like the wand chooses a wizard of Lightsaber Town.
Yeah.
Lightsaber
Town.
But we're both really excited. I'm gonna build the lightsaber. Emma's gonna be the guest, and here we go.
Welcome to the workshop. I know, it's a little, well, it's a lot, but to us it is everything. These are my fellow gatherers, and you may call me Kembe. And then everyone reach out with your minds and feel that connection. Where it's happening.
Many parts silver now. Joined they are. Yes, Lightsaber. It begins. It is time. Your journey.
Activate. And raise your lightsabers. Builders, you have all built lightsabers, just like the Jedi and the Sith who came before you, and like them, you too can change the galaxy.
Okay, how do you feel?
I feel so cool.
Why did I almost cry? I was not a part of it.
It's like when you got to make get your wand chosen
No,
in Harry
truly.
Potter World, and I was sobbing.
No, I have chills right now. I don't know if you guys can see
We're
that.
just each other's moms.
Truly, this is the best friendship. I'm so excited for you. What did you think of that?
I thought it was so fun. It's definitely something for Star Wars fans. Like, it's something that if you splurge on, you're gonna want to like feel the feels in there, like to splurge on it. But you get honestly like a lot. You get this, which lightsabers are usually like $160 for the legacy lightsabers. For some of the like cheaper mid-price ones, you get a sheath, which this would be $35, $40, hands down. And you get a pin, which would be $20, if not more. So what is that? Like $200 already, and then you get the experience, and it's
$260-ish after tax.
$260-ish after tax. So I see where the price comes from, having done it, definitely. And I mean, it's pretty darn cool.
I'm like a little starstruck.
I'm a little starstruck. We're like weirdly standing behind them.
Well, I don't want to bother them. It's Chewy here.
Should I get my hair done like Vi's?
Yes.
Now, saber in hand. We of course talked about the Tatooine Traders lightsaber building earlier, where you get that plastic toy lightsaber, also customizable. Very similar experience in like what it is. I will just say that obviously this is much more like a prop replica lightsaber. It's more like a collectible lightsaber, whereas that one is more like a toy lightsaber. But if you've got a kiddo who really wants to build a lightsaber, or if you aren't like that dead set on having the like super immersive movie-like experience, then the one at Tatooine Traders gives you just as much customizability, and it's much cheaper, and you still get to keep the lightsaber. So that's another option.
She's letting me hold it. I'm so excited.
She gets intimidated every time I give it to her. We've done a lot of expensive things today. We've seen a lot of expensive things today. What was worth it and what wasn't worth it?
In my opinion, if you are a major Star Wars fan and you love feeling included and immersed, Savis Workshop, 100%.
I think because of what you get to take home, Savi's is worth it. It's a very short experience, but when you think of all the inclusions, you're not paying very much for the experience at all. So I agree. I think that if you're a major Star Wars fan, Savi's, and if you just want a slightly less exciting version, Tatooine Traders.
Agreed. I also think Bibbidi Bobbi Boutique is really special and memorable for one of those younger kiddos.
Certainly a one-time thing, I think, for a lot of people, Bibbidi Bobbi, but I never got to do it, and I wish I had. So I did dress as a princess without Bibbidi Bobbi Boutique, but it seems very cool to have your own personal fairy godmother. Not worth it? That Avatar action figure. I gotta say, that does not look like Breedlove.
No, Breedlove, you did your best. This has no reflection on you. If you like this video, go like and subscribe.
And now go watch our review of one of Disney World's most expensive restaurants, Victoria and Albert's.
Spending money today, baby.
We are spending money. I was gonna say see you there, and you're coming
I got excited.
See you there.